Hello, I'm Teddy Jones with Mocs News. Greens to Go has replaced Quiznos here at the UC. Resident District Manager M.K. Cole says that the change was a combination of different factors such as sales and student interests.
I've been here a little over a year, and in that time, and prior to that time, the sales were steadily decreasing. Obviously, the students were losing interest in that particular option. I think too, because of the Subway, those two concepts can be alike now that Subway does warm sandwiches and toasted sandwiches. So we wanted to do something different. The other thing is, really, with the space that we have, something had to go so we could put in our new salad concept. And it really brought our salad bar to a new level. So we put it over there, and obviously you may have noticed we were able to replace the floor and change the look of the food court.
Marketing manager Megan Corcoran says that Greens to Go provides much healthier options that students have been wanting.
Within Greens to Go, adding, like the proteins into the salads before you couldn't get protein, or some of the fruits that are available now, that wasn't available when it was just kind of on the weighing basis. So that's just like a nice additive that a lot of students had brought to our attention and that we've been able to do.
Cole said that sales have increased in comparison to Quiznos and that they've received a lot of good feedback. While they didn't specify what's planned next, Cole did allude to the possibility of getting rid of Topio's Pizza. They also said one of the things they're focusing on right now is gluten to help students who have issues with that substance.
Hi, I'm Alexandria Adams, and this is Chit-Chat. Chit-Chat is a new segment of Mocs News where I will share interviews, do-it-yourselfs, fashion trends, and much more. This week, I will explore the benefits of using such sites as Living Social and Groupon. To access these sites, you make a user account, select the city you live in, and then check your email daily to see what deals are being offered. The best things about these sites are you don't have to pay full price for the deals you purchase. Say you see a gift card valued at $50 to your favorite local boutique. You'll probably only have to spend $25 for it, saving you and your wallet an extra $25. You can purchase anything from movie tickets, a discount to your favorite restaurant, and even a vacation to the Florida Keys. Most deals generally run for one day up to a week or more. And if you have a smartphone, both sites have apps, making it even more convenient for you to use your deals. Some of today's local deals on the sites are Living Social, the Chateau Barizio, a French restaurant with a southern flair. Spend $20 and get $40 worth of food. And at the 35.85 Guild, you spend $22 and get $45 for a pottery experience you won't forget. On Groupon, the Hicks and Pike Diner has an offer for you don't want to miss. Spend $7 and get $14 worth of food. Tune in next week when I share some inexpensive ways to make your Valentine's Day a little more special for you and your honey. Until then, have a wonderful week.
I'm Brian Bass alongside Jake Chapman, and welcome to the first Mocs Sports Round Table. What we're trying to do with this segment is go through pretty quickly how each sport's doing, each sport's progressing, so you can get a quick wrap-up of each weekend and catch up on the latest stories from each sport. So let's jump into it. Jake, how's women's basketball doing?
The women's basketball team, probably the best they've been in a couple of years. They're 16-3 with a 9-1 record in conference play. Senior leadership is something they've kind of been lacking over the years. Now they have Kayla Christopher and Kylie Lambert to the guards.
Taylor Hall's been shooting well.
Taylor Hall's been on fire.
Absolutely.
They're getting 3 players who are averaging double-digit points a game, and they're undefeated at home. And they just had a big win over App State this past weekend, winning 59-55. And App State's a big rival. This is a big confidence booster for the team, and they're number 1 in the conference. So they hope to continue this progression throughout the season. So Brian, but how's the men's tennis team doing, by the way?
They're doing very well so far. This is the year for them, really. Bunch of seniors, lot of age, lot of experience. So really look for them to make big moves this year. They're led by Roberto Vieira. He was all conference as a freshman. He's been there 4 years. So has Manuel Barra-Tavena, and they've got a bunch of experience on the ladder. So I've talked to Coach Garcia, and he expects big things. Women's tennis. That's kind of the flip side of it. They have some youth. They're not tested. We don't really know what to expect from them. But in their first match, they trounced Belmont 7-0. So I can't pick on them yet for being young. But hopefully later in the year, some experience will help, and we'll just see how they do.
Yeah.
What about men's basketball? Let's go back to the hardwood.
Well, men's basketball is kind of the opposite of women's basketball. The men's basketball team just lost a tough game on the road to UNC Greensboro, 77-69. But they can't. The perimeter defense is lacking.
Yeah, their defense has been Swiss cheese defense this year.
Trevor Simpson, number 15 for
he went off.
7 of 13 from the three-point line. He had 41 points overall. But Mason, he's really been our most consistent player.
Big Z's been
Big
great.
Z, averaging a double-double a game. He's been very consistent. But it's that road record, that road play, that's really kind of diminished the Mocs a little bit.
Tough losing Dante Hampton too, their point guard.
Yeah, they lost Hampton.
Absolutely.
But
Wrestling, I went and watched them versus the Citadel. They look great again. A lot of expectation this year. They've got two wrestlers, Nick Soto and Nico Brown. They're ranked nationally. A lot of expectation. They won the SoCon last year, went to the NCAAs. So, everybody's talking about them, and I think they're going to show out well. They've had a bit of a rocky start, but I think that's just nerves. And I think now that they're in conference play, look for them to do a lot more consistent work out on the mats.
yeah, they're a bit young, aren't they? They're young.
They're young, but they've got some guys that have been highly recruited and highly ranked in the nation. Let's wrap it up with track and field. What do they got going?
Well, track and field really hasn't. The season hasn't really started yet. They've really done a bunch of, at the beginning of the track season, they have invitational meets and everything like that, just to see how teams play out in field events and in sprinting and running events. But they do have an invitational this Saturday, February 2nd at MTSU. Teams like, MTSU, obviously they're hosting, and UTK will be there, Vanderbilt, Belmont, all sorts of track teams nationally ranked as well will be at this invitational.
We'll keep an eye on them. We hope you enjoyed our first Mocs Sports Round Table. I'm Brian Bass.
And I'm Jake Chapman.
We're going to see you guys next week.